Hey everybody, it is Tuesday afternoon, or almost afternoon, and it's time for a shave. And as promised, today is the Arko shave. I'm also going to be using my first Fat Arlie by Brad Sears that I acquired, 2-band finest. My aftershave is going to be two parts. I use the Mirsol, and then just before I leave for work, I'm going to splash on Deja Fougere. So that's my main setup. My razor, I decided to push up the timetable. I've been asked a few times recently, and I honestly feel like I'm comfortable enough giving my overall opinion on these two razors. So I'm going to do the side-by-side shave with the ATT R1 and the S1. Now obviously they're both the same handle, the Atlas style, nice and short, nothing too crazy. To compare real quick, wasn't ready for this, but you can see compared to the Phoenix Double Open Comb, a little bit longer. Not too much though. And then we'll compare to a Gillette Slim. So that way you guys can kind of, stuff that people may have in their dens. So, kind of, medium-sized razor handle. Feels really nice. This is the R1. And the only difference in overall appearance that I notice is that on the R1, on the base plate, you really won't be able to see it probably, just because of the handle being in the way, but it just says R on there, where on the S1 it actually calls it the S1. So really not a big deal. I just thought that was interesting that one of them they decided to say it was the number one, so closed comb, and the other one they decided to not specify. No big deal, doesn't change anything, just interesting point that I found. But next we'll look at the blade exposure real quick, or the alignment. You can kind of see on the slant, just do one at a time, it does kind of slant forward, be more of a less of an angle, less exposure, more. It's equal on both sides. And then if you look at the R1, you're going to see, obviously as expected, it's going to be straight across, same exposure all the way across both sides. And that right there makes this a better head shaver. And I'll get into that as I get going. Wet my face. Now with Arko, there's lots of different ways to load it. The only other time I've used it was the way I'm going to do it now, which was dip it and rub it in. I have a day's worth of growth. You can also load it straight off the stick by using your brush. That can get a little messy. From what I've seen in videos, I've seen people grate them down, put them in a bowl. But I'm just going to keep it as is. Now last time I used this, it was really early on in my videos. And I used my Matthew Martin 22mm brush. And it worked just fine. Of course today I'm using a 29mm. The other difference was that day, I had also, the day before, used a straight with no touch-ups. So I definitely had extra hair. Just trying to make sure I get a good amount. Try not to have to go back. Alright, hopefully that should do. I'm going to wring it out a little bit just so I don't overwater what I have. I don't get to building the lather. But yeah, the reason the R1 to me is the better head razor is because you can feel the blade more. Where the S1, you've got probably equal blade exposure when you get to the aggressive end of it, or the the most exposed part. When you're on the head, you can't feel that all the way around, so you're kind of searching for the blade a little bit more. Already kind of building up good. Add some water. So obviously this won't require as much in-depth analysis as when I did the Mongoose Cobra, because we're talking same handle, same design. It just comes down to a head preference. But now Arko, it gets a bum rap in my opinion. Some people call it industrial smelling. Some people say it smells like a urinal cake. I can understand that. To me, it definitely has the lemon pledge kind of smell. But that's more on the stick. When it gets on my face, it becomes kind of a very synthetic, like lemon cleaner. But it's not as intense to me as when it's on the stick. But as I said in that video, I love the smell of lemon pledge. I've got a history with it. I won't get into that again. If you want to go back and look at that description, it was the video is called "What's in a Name," one of my early videos. A little more water. Obviously, this is lathering up really nice. Trying to get it to a good hydration level. So, no knocking this lather. That came together nice and easy. You can see thick amounts of lather, 29 milliliter knot, so there's a lot on there. And now the R1 will be on my right, so R right, S1 on my left. Sorry, I had a good workout today, so I'm a little tired. Now we're going on the S1. Alright, so as I've discussed on other videos, the R1, definitely feel the blade more. And like I said, I believe that's because of just the fact that there's more consistent blade exposure around. Now the question is, will that lead to a better shave? And that will determine at the end. The S1 feels smoother. Probably because of the different blade angle. Because you're not, doesn't feel like you could hurt yourself, or not hurt yourself, but cut yourself as easily. So just to me, it feels smoother overall. It's kind of got a more consistent kind of pulled through. Back to the R1. This is the across the grain and the against the grain on the jawline. I should note that both of these have brand new Pure Platinum Lux blades installed. Want to make sure they both had a fair chance. You can see in the second pass, the soap's fading a little bit. Still providing a good shave though, so no worries there. Pass 3. Phone call coming in, let me reject that. I don't do my phone on airplane mode. I've only had a problem with it once or twice, but my phone, if it phone is ringing, gives me a chance to pick it up and it'll kill the video. Whoops, that was a mistake. Tried to add more water, but I ended up killing the lathe a little bit more. Now, of course, once again, I have hard water, so I know from what I've read about hard water, some soaps you'll get a nice good lather, and then it'll die down quicker because of that. And this very well might be the case. I know some people may have awesome success with Arko. To me, it's marginal. The quality or the shave itself is nice. But I find the lather stability to be marginal. As you can see, it's fading. And it's not that I don't have enough lather, there's plenty of the brush. Back to the S1. All right, let's see where we're at. Both sides, I got small little nick. I got one here on this side and a small little weeper. I wouldn't call them nicks right there. All right, I'm going to pause the video and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm going to go ahead and start putting on the Mirasol as I get my final thoughts. So, as I said earlier, head shaving wise, the R1 wins just because you can feel that blade more. Face shave wise, I feel that the S1 wins on the face side for feel. Not say, and this isn't the final review, but as in how it feels going on the face. I feel like I just have more overall comfort with the S1. So it feels milder, I guess is probably the best word. But this is where it gets interesting. When it came down to quality of shave at the end of how my face felt, I feel no difference. I was expecting to feel a considerable difference with the R1 because you can feel that blade more. It led me to believe that I would be getting a better shave with it. But feeling around, I don't feel as if I got anything different. Obviously, this is my face. This is my growth pattern and the like that. Others may disagree. You might have coarser hair, so the R1 might be better for you. I don't know. I'd say my hair is pretty medium. But I am feeling around, and when I was doing the cold water rinse, when I dried off and felt it before the Mirasol, I feel no distinguishable difference. So I really have to say it kind of depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a blade, one that you can do your head with and face, the R1 might be the best one for you. Or if you're going to be a head shaver, the R1 is what I'd recommend. Face shaver, S1 is what I'd recommend just because to me it just feels nicer. I got the same quality shave, but it felt smoother. Felt like I can go faster with it than with the R1. Now, whether that's placebo or not, I don't know. I'm not going to go a speed test with both, but that's the overall impression I got. So really, you can't go wrong with either, and I hate saying that, but if I personally had to choose just one, it would be the S1, and I'm not just saying that because that's the one I own, because I'm still within the 30 days. I can return it and get the R1 if I really wanted, but I just like that comfort, smooth shave, and if I can get as good as a shave with a razor that feels smoother, that's what I'm going to use any day of the week. It's just because I don't feel like I have to be as paranoid or focused. I can do it when I'm tired. I can do it when I'm amped up on coffee, whatever. It's just that much easier. So that's my review, guys. S1 would be the winner for me, but it just splitting hairs, no pun intended. That's what I got. God bless everyone. Tomorrow, break out the Williams in a classic Old Spice mug. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and God bless.